Hi guys, as usually it's me, just a voiceover, and you're watching Review Machines. This time we prepared quite an unusual video. Today we are not going to tell you about technical specs and details, HP, speed, reliability and so on. No, this time we've prepared just an aesthetic pleasure, cause today we are visiting awesome cars painting show. We'll see the most exciting cars with fascinating paintings on them. So let's enjoy them together. Get comfortable my friends, we are to start right now. Kia Optima, it's a good decent car but doesn't stand out among the other cars. But in this case it turns into a real eye-stopper with this great painting. Though the colors are very soft and reserved in a way, but the quality of the drawing is so high. There are so many tiny details and clear lines. And the picture itself is very stylish but slightly dark and anxious, a little bit grotesque. A dim paint and colors put an emphasis on the whole mystical mood of the picture. The heroes reminds us of a classical drama theater. We see here masks and the Joker. To my mind it's one of the best works at this show. Another quite unusual car, Volkswagen Golf, but due to the airbrushing it becomes the vivid car of this show. The plot of the paintings is based on the famous film Sin City. The picture is very consistent with the film. It's murky and depressive, but surprisingly it's quite a pleasure to look at this depiction. It attracts you and makes you dive into this dark Sin City, seductive city of lust. This picture to my mind perfectly matches any large city. That may be quite unusual in the daytime, but at night it becomes the place where the most dark and vicious dreams come true. Amazing work. Dodge Ram 5000 is a well-known huge car that is very often used for airbrushing, maybe because there is so much space for that. Here we see quite a reserved depiction and a very nice pattern, not bright but very stylish. But on the hood there is much more impressive painting. The painter lets his imagination run wild here. There are many details from different cultures and styles, Celtic motifs together with Gothic elements, some pinstriping and pattern images. But if we look closer, we see that the whole image is painted by an unusual brush manually. It's really impressive, isn't it? Right, rare and bright. The best words about this interesting car. It's not very often car to come across with Dodge Stratus Coupe, but it has its own name, Baron. It looks very brightly and a bit aggressive, and the airbrushing with fighters tells us about the character of this car. I will not be greatly surprised if such piece of art provides even faster maximum speed. But frankly speaking, the quality of the image is not very high, it's slightly lack of details. Anyway, it's rather hard to stay indifferent to this car when you see it. Buick Riviera of 60s, one of the most popular and beloved luxury cars of that time. Do you know what the slogan of this car was? Buick Riviera is only for successful and beautiful people who know their value. This is so American, isn't it? Best quality steel, most comfortable suspension, huge engine, 7.5 liters displacement. The people of that time didn't care at all how much fuel this car consumes. Nowadays, this car is a real eye-stopper. It dominates among all the other contemporary vehicles. You may ask, what about airbrushing? Here it is. And I think it fits this amazing car perfectly. This is an Unreal Lincoln Zephyr, slightly modified by the Studio American Retro Cars. When you see this car in real life, it's very hard to understand if it is some contemporary concept car or an old-timer. I've already said it, but it's so to speak unreal car, like it's from another world. Faultless, clear lines of the body, a dropped top, impressive rear part. Moreover, I was impressed not only with the external look, but with an interior too. I wish the doors hadn't been locked to examine it, but anyway, it's amazing. Some little details of the airbrushing add to the whole fascinating look of this car. There is nothing more to say, but the year of production is 1938. autumn is slowly turning into winter. It's a severe season, but there is something in it. I think the owner of this Tahoe loves this time of year. Dim, resolved colors. The airbrushing here is hardly can be seen at all. Some people may think that it's too dark and depressive, but I wouldn't say so. There is a certain charm both in late autumn and in this picture. Fresh air, short days and silent weather. All these motifs can be seen here. Well, you may like it or not, but at least it greatly stands out from all the other cars. And this infinity is like a dark thread for all the humanity, as if it was saying, stay away from me, for horsemen of the apocalypse are on their way. Yes, we may see these very characters painted on this car. War, disease, hunger and death. They were sent to create hell on earth and provide the total redemption for all the numerous sins of the humanity. But on the other side of the car we see slightly different plot. It's Cerberus, highly aggressive and dark creature. It seems going to help the other horsemen. Well, let's move to the much more positive car. It's Hyundai Genesis with a very qualitative airbrushing in a light and air colors. It's painted very neatly, and the composition matches the car perfectly. The plot is based on a mythical creatures. It's a griffon and an unicorn. It looks so light and romantic, and it's a real pleasure to meet this car in traffic. And the bottom lights fit the whole exterior perfectly, and turn this vehicle into a real show car.
You're listening to Redneck.
And another bright example how the airbrushing can turn a dull car into a real masterpiece. It's Opel Mokka, quite unusual car. But the epic fantasy plot painted on this vehicle makes it a real piece of art. I think all the fantasy lovers should push the like button right now. Just look at these awesome dragons. The quality and tiny details of the image produce a great impression on me. You may scrutinize this car for hours, revealing numerous new details that can't be seen for the first sight. Do you notice these tiny veins in the eye? It's fascinating, isn't it? And this lady also looks greatly. She perfectly matches the whole composition. Another Dodge Ram, but this time everything here is devoted to the flame and fire. The image here is so qualitative and detailed that it's hard to stop looking at this car. The more you look at it, the more it seems that the flame is real, and you even may see how it moves. I think it's due to some special techniques of the artist, but the effect is astonishing. It is said here, you should overtake not the others, but only yourself. A very profound statement. This car is like some demo version of the skills of the studio Outliers. An advertisement on the wheels, these guys tried to do their best painting this car, and the result is very impressive. The image is so realistic that it's hard to understand if it is a real rust or just a paint. And this lady is also very realistic, isn't it? You even may feel the volume of her hips. And there is an interesting statement on the bumper. Our work creates your life. Don't know what they mean though. To my mind, it is the best car of the whole show, at least one of the best. Honda Civic with an epic airbrushing. Everson is awesome here. The composition, the plot, the quality, details and so on. I'm not a painter, but I think it's a really high quality piece of art. There are no colors at all, just black and white. But that solution provides an awesome effect together with the cold white of the car's body. It's a great pleasure to look at the image. There are numerous exciting details, cuts, knives, roses and so on. The whole picture looks like not an airbrushing, but like a great tattoo. There is every reason to say that it's the fascinating piece of the art. So guys, I think that's all the works I've wanted to show you today. There is only one question: if you agree with my choice of the best car, please leave a comment what is the best work to your mind. And now let's call it a day. Thanks for watching guys, please consider subscribing the channel if you like this video. It will be many more interesting materials here, goodbye.